Hello, hello. So let's get into the story, see what's going on. It says here stiff person syndrome. It's such a cruel condition in this day and age. Who's this? Who is this woman that her face looks a little tight? I'm assuming a little bit of surgery. Celine Dion. Is that her real face? That's wild. Is one of the many with stiff person syndrome. But how does the condition impact sufferers? Stiff person syndrome? They calling her a penis? I mean, that's an interesting way to call someone a dick. Stiff person syndrome. Celine Dion's sister Claudette has shared an update on My Heart Will Go On singer following her diagnosis of stiff person syndrome. Stiff person syndrome is a rare neurological disorder that can lead to muscular rigidity. That's not good. In an interview with the Canadian TV network, I don't care, Claudette Dion said she's working hard, but she doesn't have control over her muscles. What pains me is that she has always been disciplined. She always worked hard. So if she was lazy and didn't work hard, it would have been fine. I get it. I'm gonna get some comments. People gonna be like, "Oh, that's not what she's saying. She's saying, I don't care, man. I don't care." Uh, Swear to God, I do some videos. Talk about some subjects that mildly interest me. I don't even research them. You know why I don't research them? Not because I don't want to give you guys correct information, because some of you seems to think that I need to give you correct information. I don't do news. I'm not a news reporter. The reason I don't research them is because otherwise it's not interesting for me to do. If I knew what the story was, I'm not doing this. It's boring. Anyways, the Power of Love singer. She's 55. I would assume she was at least 70. Wow. First shared her diagnosis a year ago and canceled her world tour in May. It's certain that in our dreams and in hers, the idea is to return to the stage. In which state, I do not know. The vocal cords are muscles, and the heart is also a muscle. Saying our heart could stop, and she might not be able to sing, but she will go on. While the recent diagnosis has been devastating for Celine Dion, for sufferers of SPS, it has shown a light on the rare but horrible condition. Well, if it takes money, she's got it. Affecting 1 in a million people, the condition is not very well understood, but is characterized by fluctuating muscle rigidity in the trunk and limbs. Mm. That ain't good at all. Wasn't she dating a younger dude as well? She was trying to get her groove back and everything. Yeah, I think it's over. Damn, like these older, very successful women, they don't have a good time in life, man. Just when they thought they had it and they're gonna, everything's gonna work out for them, then their health just fails, you know? She got all the surgeries, all that stuff to still kind of look good. She's dating a younger dude. She's trying to get a new relationship started, probably a marriage or something. And then this. There's just no happy ending in real life, is there? But her will, her heart, her will, her muscles will go on. A heightened sensitivity to stimuli such as noise, touch, and emotional distress, which can set off muscle spasms. That's got to be a superpower. That's got to be some daredevil stuff. Like you, you start, you hear a loud noise and your muscles start spasming. You could probably get an image of the world around you just from how your muscles spasm. um, According to the National Institute for Neurological Disorders, people can be too scared to leave the house because of noise sensitivity. Yeah, how you do you even drive a car? Well, she can hire people to do that for her, but she shouldn't be scared to leave the house because, or is it to like avoid loud noises? Is that every time her muscles spasm, is that does that make it worse? Or one of those muscles could be your heart. So yeah, that could that could end her. Have frequent falls or abnormal posture. They live in chronic pain with little recourse to effective treatment. Well, she lives in a mansion with chronic pain and little recourse. Uh, It's crazy, man. A lot of people hope to get rich and successful someday, and then it's just like you have all that money and your life just doesn't get better. It just like you reach a point where you're like, I have everything I can possibly afford and I need and want, right? But I have extra money that I'm just like not doing anything with. And there's nothing I can pay for that would make me happier or make my life better. And then you could possibly get sick. You could hurt yourself. She's in a situation where she's in constant pain. She can't even leave her house. At the end of the day, having all that money and fame, it means nothing. That's crazy sad. Uh Liz Blows runs. Liz Blows. What the hell? Chronic. Uh, who's Liz Blows? I don't even want to click on the name. I don't know. I don't know if it's a euphemism or something. Runs the stiff man syndrome. Stiff man. Was it always called stiff man syndrome? Uh, okay. Support group for those suffering with the syndrome and their families, and is based in East Yorkshire. It has 959 members. Well, hopefully no one no one goes in there while they're having their meetings and start causing some loud noises just to see them all twitch. Be like a rave party in there. From all over the world, but predominantly in UK. Most of her days is spent on the phone, FaceTiming those who has been recently diagnosed. A sufferer herself, it took 7 years for blows. When it comes to blows, man, now 70 to get diagnosed. Wow. Do they all get diagnosed in their old age? I was going to the doctors every week with different things each time. For example, one week my left leg doesn't wouldn't go where I wanted to go. A former nurse, she knew things were getting worse. When taking her children to school become difficult. Again, wow, this 70-year-old woman, even she's still trying to get her groove back. Just put on some makeup on those crow's feet and god damn, low cut dress and dog. It just that's got to be on her dating profile, like 100%. I'd take my son Chris to the playground, start holding his hand, and I'll be okay. Get the classroom, blah blah. We get it. Finally, on one visit to the doctors, her left leg jumped. You must have seen that, I said. He sent me to see a neurologist. um, it was 1997. She says, "That is freaking hilarious. I love this doctor." The neurological specialist I was referred to said this looks like stiff man syndrome. Okay. Oh my God. Left leg just jumped. She was like, "You must have seen that." You're like, "Yeah, just go, just go see a neurologist." Like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. He wasn't like, "Well, this looks like it could be so concerning. Maybe I can consult with someone." It's just like, go see somebody else. I ain't got time for this. She then spent a week in the hospital when they ruled out other conditions, during which time conclude. I don't need to know the entire backstory of this spasming chick. We suggested this was a specialist, blah blah blah. We get it, it's bad. Anyways, what advice would she give to Celine Dion? I have no advice. Go out with grace, I guess. Because I would want to wait for her to tell me how she's dealing with it. I know she's very famous, but I want to know who is helping her. and I want to listen to what she has to say. That's all you can do. Sweetheart, she has AIDS. Not like the disease, like she has people that can help her out because she has money. That's yeah, that was interesting. Was it stiff man syndrome? Stiff person syndrome. She called it the stiff man group or whatever. Anyways, until next time.